am the oracle Apollo. Come share your light with me. These messages I follow, restoring balance unto thee. Do not be afraid, you're part of saving grace. Do not hesitate, let's reignite your faith. Divine encounters are alive. Divine encounters, our lives designed. I am the oracle Apollo.
Thank you for joining me, your water-bearing host, the Oracle of Apollo, Dominique Rivera, and you're watching this week's installment of Divine Encounters. I'm super excited to be here with you guys today. But first, I invite you to have your water because this program is not a passive viewing experience, but I invite you to participate fully as this is your little 1-hour retreat away from home, in your home possibly. So make sure that you're drinking water. So this will assist in the electrical movement of the energy to flow through you, release toxins, and obviously make you look beautiful, darling. So to your health, wealth, and prosperity. Yes. And you know what? I'm going to start off today's episode with a bang because yesterday I was leaving the house and I heard a coin drop and I heard a coin fall and then rotate and then flatten. I heard it and I was all the way in the living room. No one, absolutely no one was in the house besides me and Doug. And we're listening to back here. And I'm like, Doug, did you just hear that coin fall? And he's like, yeah. So I looked all around for it. I couldn't find it. Today I was getting ready, very intentional with my clothing, of course. Hello, everybody. I'm going to get to you right now. And I put on this earring today, which is a horse. This is a horse, okay? And I was like, okay, I felt very guided to wear horse energy, fast movement, freedom. And let me tell you, you see these lights right here on my stairs? They're actually normally pushed against the wall so no one trips on them. But for the show, I put them here so you guys can see them. When I moved them today, guess what I found? I found this quarter and it was underneath of the lights, but actually what's on there is the horse. There's a horse on there. And I was cracking up and I was like, that was the coin that fell. And this is why horse energy was around. So I just wanted to share that opener with you guys today. Good evening. Good evening. And yes, I did. Thank you for being here, everybody. And, you know, I am changing some rules today. Normally, you guys share this feed 3 places or 3 people. But guess what I am doing? If you want to be a winner here on Divine Encounters and get yourself a personal angel message right here live, all you're going to have to do from here on out is share to one person and share on your page. So you comment one person's name below and share on your page, and I will probably pick you next Wednesday to come on here live and bring you on for a supernatural reading just for you. And of course, today's all about breaking through the program. Wow. So let's bring our guest on for tonight, the numerologist and my wonderful friend Darius, who he is here to assist you to open your eyes, maybe open your mind, and maybe even make the impossible seem possible. Hello, Mr. Darius. Thank you for being here.
Hello. Thank you for having me on your show today.
I am so happy to have you, and you look beautiful. Everyone at home, you can go ahead. I see you, Tiffany, sharing. You guys can go ahead and give Darius some Divine Encounters hello and welcome with your hearts and candle emojis. So please, Darius, let us know a little bit about you and who you are and what you do.
So I'm Darius. I'm a numerologist, and that means that that I decode reality through numbers, also Vedic astrology, as well as tarot. And also I do reflexology too.
A man of many hats. Although you're not technically wearing a hat, but a man of many proverbial hats.
Definitely.
So why did you decide to say yes and come on the show finally in this moment in time? Because I have invited you before.
But the answer to that question is this was the right time.
This was the right time.
Yeah,
Divine
this
timing.
was the right time. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Between last time and this time, there's been a lot of changes that have led to some realizations and different decisions that I've made, which have just kind of moved my life in a different trajectory. And so now, you know what, since that last time that we had spoke, I actually have more interesting things to share.
Nice. Love it. And well, I'm glad you're here. That I feel honored to have you. And I always appreciate our talk. So I wanted to share you with the rest of the interwebs. So I'm glad you're here. I like to start off every episode with the good news, which is basically a message for the collective. So I'm going to pop you back in here. And to that, I say, what's good? Okay, guys, we're coming into the good news. We have here the card Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? You are more held than you possibly could even imagine, loved and cherished so dearly that if you even knew, you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry, or fear. Let the mother carry your burdens. Let her rock away your fears. Lay all of your worries, regrets, shame, and guilt on her altar. Please, sweet child, do not fear. You are love in motion, and if you allow it, you are already healed. Let her remind you of your goodness. Let her love away your fears. Your capacity to love and hold others is limited to your capacity to love and hold yourself. Be compassionate with your sweet body, mind, and soul. Treat yourself like the beautiful spirit that you truly are, and remind yourself that you are doing the best, and try not to carry it all on your own. You have got this, and the mother has got you. Let her broad arms take away your burdens. Let her lift the weight of the world off your shoulders, and forgive yourself, my dear sweet child of the earth. Wow. How are you feeling about this card, Darius? I have to get used to that. How do you feel about this card?
That's a pretty awesome card. Because this show is Divine Encounters.
It is.
So when you told me, like, hey, look, get ready for this promo, and you're like, look, you need to pass this candle and this and that, the whole thing. So I went and got some candles, and this is the one that I got, which matches the card.
It does match the card.
And then this is, I don't know if you can see it through the camera, but that's where it's at.
Oh, yeah.
So it's been burning since that day that for the promo. So this is it. And that very night, I had some confirmation from the mother spirit. Actually, you know what? Somebody gave me a book on the Mother Mary, like a couple of days prior. So that was pretty interesting, how it just is like an actual manifestation of things like that.
It's so interesting because I literally felt this message earlier come to me as I was preparing for today. And it was like, you don't have to carry everything yourself. Yes, you're strong, but you're strong to a point. You're strong to a natural point. And when we have now come to that plateau, that glass ceiling of that natural point, we have to acknowledge the supernatural, that is greater than us, and call them in to assist us and elevate us, because we are limited by our natural capabilities. And I have a question for you today, Darius. What are the signs that we need to mother ourselves? So when we're out of balance, what are some signs that our divine mother aspect is out of balance within us?
When we're tired. When we're tired, and when if we're watching ourselves and we look at how much we're helping other people.
What does that mean?
So if a lot of healers are outwardly focused, they're focused on helping heal other people. So their energy is always in the form of service. It's always nurturing. That's what mothers do. They nurture. And so when we've been doing a lot of that and a lot of that and a lot of that, and we look, a lot of, that's, I do that a lot. And so I get one of the questions that people ask me all the time is, how do you receive your nurturing? Like you're always, doing things exactly, and I'm not the only one that gives. A lot of people give, and we're just, that's our nature. When we notice that we're doing it so much and we're feeling drained, then that's when I think it should come to our attention that way.
So the same question everyone else asks you, I'm asking you the same question. How
Cool.
can you mother yourself?
The way that I can mother myself is by taking my alone time.
And this is the question for everybody at home as well. So if you're watching this, make sure that you're participating. How can you mother yourself? And what are the signs when you're out of balance? Continue, Darius.
The way that I can mother myself is by taking my alone time. It's like you're always giving out, like just output. So by having alone time, it's like, okay, I get to sit in my own energy and just kind of think and process and allow stuff to naturally flow out. And that's how, but also treating myself too, like if I work hard, why not go and treat myself to something good? Like, why not go do something fun, reward myself with, why not experience the fruits of labor, So those are some of the things that I personally like to do.
Tiffany says she's feeling so worn down caring for everyone else. So this is a good sign of we need to nurture ourselves. Do you have any tips for people at home? For
nurturing ourselves. So basically looking at like, what would we do if we didn't have to care for, if it was not our responsibility to watch after someone else? What would we do if we had a day to just chill and just do you, and then not feel guilty about it? That's it.
That's the key word. Not feel guilty about it. I was working on a client and I was clearing her cellular memory and I heard the word lazy and she got triggered and she said, me not lazy, I work 16-hour days. But what she didn't let me finish was, I feel lazy if I recreate. So if I pause, if I allow myself to have enjoyments, all I can focus on is work, and I feel lazy. And when we feel lazy and you tell yourself you're lazy, guess what you're doing? Anyone at home can guess? You're shaming yourself. You are shaming yourself. And that does not serve anyone. It does not. Darius, thank you for that. And then Tiffany says, guilt for self-care. So I see this as a struggle. Do you see this as a prevalent struggle for many people as well, Darius?
You know what? Yes. A lot of people I work with, they do take care of a lot of people. They help a lot of other people. I get a lot of teachers that I speak to, and they're always outputting. And then like nurses, caretakers, they're always doing output. And so one of the things that, and this is myself too, one of the things was boundaries.
Yes.
And learning my own energetic boundaries with myself and others, and then learning how to honor it without feeling guilty. Remind me, you brought up something related to horse energy, and I have a comment on that.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. We're in the moment here.
All right, cool. So you mentioned about that you wanted to bring in the horse energy, which is really interesting. So
I was requested from the divine to bring in horse energy today.
Very interesting. Well, the thing is, so I'm a numerologist, but also studying Vedic astrology. In the sign of Aries, the first 13 degrees and 20 minutes of Aries it's called the nakshatra Ashwini. And that is the horse twin. Those are the healers. The horses are the healers. And so it's, for me, in one of the charts that I have, my sun is placed in that exact nakshatra, in that exact spot. But now check this out though. See, you said the horse, right? So like, so I'm always studying like an experiment and trying to learn like how to do new things, right? So you can do remedies. So for Cancer ascendant, one of the things you can do is carry silver with you. But the kind of silver that I have is, if you could see the animal,
it's actual silver and horse energy.
Exactly.
This happens. So this is like every episode, something really synchronized like this happens. And I just feel like this show itself is a testimony to everybody at home, to the collective, that we as a united front are constantly working and flowing with the same energies without even verbalizing it.
That, and so when you said that about horse energy, I'm like, okay, I know what time it is. All right, cool.
Divine time. That's what time it is. And so, man, and speaking of time, we're going to get into a divine experience. And then when we come back, we're going to get into Darius's story. And I'm saying it funny because I'm learning his new name. The same way he had to learn my name, I have to learn his name all over again. So
I appreciate it.
And we're going to go ahead and bring our winner for this week, who's participating as well. So first and foremost, we're going to bring her on, and we're going to ask you at home and Darius, where are you at energetically right now in this moment? Number 1 being, I am no energy at all, Oracle. And 10, this is the most amount of energy. I'm about to clean my house, my garage, my neighbor's house. Go ahead, bring it. I'm doing it all. So go ahead and put that in the comment section below, and we're going to bring on Coral, who's our winner this week. All right, ladies and gents. Hi, thank you for being here. Where are you at, Darius? From 1 to 10, energetically, where are you at right now in this moment? And you guys at home, throw that in the comment section below.
Look, somebody's watching this. They already know what number I'm about to say. 7.
You're at a 7.
Yes.
Okay. And what about you, Miss Coral?
Right now, I feel like about
an 8. And we got Lori at home feeling at a 6. Tina at a 1. We're going to shift you, Tina. And we have Tiffany at a 4. Hello, Reese. And she is at a 6.5. And I feel pretty good. I want to say I'm at a 9. I feel like when I open this feed up or when I open a channel up, it never matters how I'm feeling previous to it, because the moment I open, I'm shut up. So Reese is also, I knew I was at about a 7. He was going to say at a 7. That's funny. So see, Reese knew you were at a 7. Cool. All right, guys, we're going to ask you at home now to place your palms facing up. You're going to set an intention right now, and I'm going to call in the team and prepare yourself for your 1-minute divine experience. All right, palms up, eyes closed, ready to receive. Darius is also sending. And now 1 minute on the clock, starting now. Beautiful deep breath in, and allow all the stress of the day to run down like droplets of water. Any noises around you are just a reminder to be present in your present moment. Don't allow them to distract you. And I want everyone to visualize themselves today with that horse medicine. Don't allow any fears to come around. Just see a horse. This horse represents your freedom, your strength, your healing. What color is it? What size is it? And allow yourself to mount this horse. You are an avid rider. Nothing can happen to you here. And just notice how you feel frolicking through the field, an open, beautiful field, the horse at full speed, and you are in control. You are strong enough, capable enough, savvy enough. You have all the right tools and techniques to do this, to ride into your freedom, to ride into your healing, to sustain your speed, to sustain your momentum. You are strong enough, and breathe and declare that into yourself. Beautiful golden light in, let it out. Any reasons, excuses, obstacles, stories that limit you from being all that you can be are being released in this very moment, and I declare that. Bringing your left and right palm to touch together in front of your heart space, and namaste. Gently opening your eyes, wiggling your fingers and your toes. And please do not stand, as you may be lightheaded. We call that blissful. And then notice what you're feeling If you felt or saw or remembered or even emotionally experienced anything, put that in the comment section below. Also with your new number, where are you at energetically now? 1 being the least amount of energy, 10 being the most. I want to hear what your thoughts are. And we're going to start with Darius.
Cool. So my number, I'll say 9.5.
Love it. And did you feel anything while you were giving?
When I open my eyes, yes.
What did you feel?
Just grounded, more a sense of grounded. That's what I perceived.
This is an anchor on my left ear.
Oh, interesting.
Groundedness. And Cora, where are you at right now?
I feel like I'm higher than a 10 right now.
You're like, yeah, I love this energy.
A little bit lightheaded, honestly.
Me too. I'm there with you. So I feel like I'm at a 10, and I also feel like I got a shot of special kind of air over here.
Nice.
That's what I'm feeling. So yes, I'm at a full 10 here, and Lori's up to a 9. Oh, Tiffany got lightheaded. Reese is hurt. She's at a 9, so she went up a few points. Forehead is throbbing. Thanks. You're releasing definitely there. Tiffany's up to a 6. Felt hot, and she's now grounded to her seat. Fantastic. Very important to ground for sure. And I feel just energy just moving through me really fast, especially here and in my root chakra. So thank you, Cora. We're going to put you back in the green room, and we'll bring you back shortly. Okay, Darius, you have a supernatural story for us, and we're all here to hear and experience it. So I'm going to let you have the floor and let you naturally start wherever you feel like you need to.
So for my story, so I was raised in a very strict religion, traditional, ways of believing as far as like Christian. And I was raised to believe that a lot of things that I do now were bad. So a lot of my programming was how to study the Bible, how to teach people, how to teach people the Bible, things like that. And I used to study it very intensely, very deep. So I got started with a company back when I was like 20. My best friend at that time, he introduced me to that company. And it turns out that company actually was using numerology to build their teams, right? It's a sales company. So they're using numerology to train people on a very basic level. And at first I wanted nothing to do with it because of my upbringing, but I eventually opened my mind. And then from there, the rest is history. I started at a very basic level because anything other than that was just way too much for me to even comprehend. But over time, gradually, things became more clear. So the number one thing that I had to fight against was inside, right? Internal programming. So I was, the way that I was programmed, okay, look, this stuff's bad. But since I was so curious, and I'm going to experiment with this. Okay, look, if, I was raised to believe that stuff's like the devil and the demons and stuff, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to test this stuff out. I'm going to ask people, especially let me ask some of the people in the church that I went to. And I was like, oh, okay, look, if this stuff is false, if this stuff is bad, then surely it won't work on God's people, right? That was my thinking. I did it and it was working. I was like, whoa, and that tripped me out. That was like my first exposure that, okay, it's something possible. You see a lot of people and they have this aha moment, just like this big, profound experience. Mine was gradual, and I was, I didn't feel anything from crystals or stones. My friends did. I was like, oh, okay, all right. If you believe that, great. I'll hand somebody this stone and then they start crying. I'm like, whoa, okay. I don't feel nothing, but hey, if you feel something, great. To me, if it's in your head, that's beautiful. Great. Maybe I don't get it, but okay. But when I got my first piece of cinnabar, that's when I actually felt something. And it was actually, I was in Boston at that time, and I felt this tingling just in my legs, and I thought something was wrong with me. I didn't know what it was. Then I was like, oh wow, I just bought this Cinnabar. I'm like, oh wow, this must be what people feel. And it tripped me out. I was like, oh wow, this stuff is actually real. Okay. That's what they're talking about, huh? All right, cool. That was that exposure. Then so I spent, a little bit of time out in the East back, that's where I met you. And I was in a relationship. That relationship opened me to the different realms of the spirituality. It actually showed me, one of the first things that I learned in that was that the spirit world was aware of me. The spirit world was aware of me, like it had me in its consciousness. Like there are invisible beings that are aware of my presence and are assisting me. That's one of the big things that I learned in the very beginning of that. And it just opened me up as far as tarot. It opened me up related to numerology, as far as having the courage to actually go deeper into those things and live it. It showed me how. Then eventually I came back to California and met a mentor. And this mentor is like awesome. This mentor, they like do like everything, like a lot of stuff. And, they gave me a lot of guidance and help. But this person, they're psychic. It's like a business coach that's psychic, and they're able to tell you these things. And they're like, hey, look, don't ask me if you don't want to know. And it's just straight up. It's like not vague. It's not like you're going to meet somebody or this is going to, it was not vague. It was like, look, this is what it is. And it, compared to a lot of people that I've spoke to where it's very vague and open-ended, with her style, she's old school. So she's like, no, this is it. And just a lot of things that she would tell me would happen. It would happen that way. And, it tripped me out. One of the things that she told me was that she told me about my stepfather. Okay, last year, actually around this time of the year, last year, she told me that, my stepfather, that his time was coming, and, for some people that, for anybody, that's tough to hear, right?
Yeah.
Now, of course, right, when I first heard that, it was like, well, but when she told me that, it gave me the opportunity to really look at that and say, I want to make sure that while he's here, look, he's here. I want to do what I can to make sure that his time is enjoyed. I want to take him to go driving. I wanted to go take him to go do things. And I had a good amount of time to do that. And I had time to tell him that I appreciate him. I appreciate him and everything that he's done, everything. He helped me become independent. He helped me to, learn how to drive. He helped me to do so many things. And so he actually passed on the 2nd of January.
I remember this because we talked about it, and I remember being asked if he was going to be okay. And I remember talking to Jess at that time. I remember hurting because I had to tell you no. And I remember sending energy work and Azrael being there, and he stopped me and he said, no, this is above your pay grade, pretty much. And I remember how sorry I felt because my ego could not see this as, oh, I can't do anything. I can't help my friend. And I just want to help my friend. And I remember, you're just bringing it all back to me, but I remember feeling bad. Of course, that was then, and I understand my place now. But yeah, continue. I just wanted to share that.
Thanks for sharing that. And the thing, and you know what, I could relate on that because I came across some things, for healing, something called healing magic, right? And that's, I wanted to do that, but because it, that it didn't go with their religion. So I had to honor free will,
Right.
you know, and so that was something that I couldn't do, you know.
Wow. So
And
you were placed in a predicament where it's like, I have these tools, I want to help, but I'm limited to by the capacity of your beliefs, but you also are honoring and respecting someone's free will, is what this sounds like to me, which is super important.
right.
Wow.
No.
So hold that thought. Let's go to a word from our sponsor, and then we're going to come right back. Okay, guys, this is, woof, I'm at the edge of my seat. Thank you for tuning in. You're watching Divine Encounters. I'm your host, Dominique Rivera, the Oracle of Apollo. And of course, shout out to our sponsor, Intention Pen, where everything that you write out of yourself is a manifestation of the energy within you. And when I got my Intention Pen, I actually earned 20,000 followers on TikTok. So it was about, I think we did 7,000 followers in a month. And that was manifested through this pen. If you want to know more about this pen, please message me. The Phoenix pen with the Padak wood is now available for purchase, and it's coming with a mini session from me. So please message me after the feed if you're interested in that. And let's bring our guest back on. Okay, Darius, we have learned the lesson, and so this is where we're at in the story now.
Cool. You know what's really cool is that you're doing the pins, right?
Yeah.
So that's writing, that's Gemini, that's Mercury. And then you got the Hermes connection there too. So that's
I do,
cool.
and I actually moved my Hermes. He's on my shelf up here. You can't see him, but Hermes is definitely present in this space right now. I love me some Hermes. That's the name of my Wi-Fi. Hermes Trigger. I can't even think of his name right now.
I know what you mean.
Trismegistus. Thank you.
Yes.
Hermes Trismegistus is my name of my Wi-Fi.
Nice.
So when did you feel like your shackles were broken and you were liberated to practice what you practice now? When was that moment, that defining moment that it was like, no, I can't confine myself to these old beliefs, this old system anymore. I know there's more. I am witnessing it unfold inside of me. What did that moment look like and how did it feel?
It was when I was going through a life change back in 2019. So I was in a transition and I had made it, I told my parents, look, I'm not, I just straight up said, look, I'm not interested in the religion anymore. This is what I do. At that time, I was receiving opposition from the people in the church.
What kind of church was this?
So I'll tell you the church, but I will give this disclaimer.
Well, you don't have to say
Not
the name of the church, but what type of religion is it?
it's based on the Bible.
Okay.
It's a Christian faith, and the actual name of the religion, and I say this for those that may be struggling with similar programming, was the Jehovah's Witnesses. And I'm saying that, but I'm also giving the disclaimer, letting people know that my intention in sharing it is not to speak ill of any faith in particular. Just to let you know that that's where I come from. And so, I was experiencing opposition purely because of the beliefs, the ideologies. And I just made my stand and said, look, I'm not going to do that anymore. This is the path that I'm going. And so I was receiving support at that time, and that support left or diminished because of my choice.
So there was conditional love here that was taken back because of your choice.
Right. And so that helped me to solidify my stance on this. At that point, then things became more definite. Then the experiences became more real. Then I discovered more powerfully how astrology works, how numerology works. And then I even discovered magic with angels, which kind of led you to this moment here, because you said that someone had sent you something related to the 72nd angel, right?
The 72nd angel.
Right. Funny thing about 72 is that in numerology, my name equals 72. My first name does. And so you were sent, someone randomly, I don't know if it was random or what, but someone sent you that 72nd angel, and I had just had an experience with that particular being. And that being's name is Mumia. And that angel, he has a lot of powers. That angel has a lot of powers. And I say he, not to say, oh, look, angels have a gender. That's just how I said it, right? So some of the powers of this angel are, whenever you share, he can expand the blessings that you receive, the things that come back to you. And so when we were speaking that day that you had spoke to me, I said, whoa, look, I just had an experience with that angel, and you had just totally unrelated had received a message from that angel.
Yes, I did. And it was via a third-party person who's like, oh, you need to work with this angel. And it was for the reason that I do take cancer patients who are terminally ill. And for pro bono, I set up a team and we assist them during their transition. And this angel was offered to me to assist in the transition of this particular client. That's why.
Wow. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So that was one of the experiences recently. Another experience was that night that I actually did the candle. I saw that because there was something else related to the mother goddess. And it just was like, okay, wow. Like the intention that I put into the candle when I was lighting it, right? It just connected, and then I saw what you had sent, and that was letting me know the energies that are arranging this.
The mother energy.
Yes.
Wow. And I feel that. I've been feeling waves of energy, and I hope you guys at home have been too. But with that being said, let's get into testing your energies, Darius, with the Apollo games. So call the children, call the husband, call the wife. I'm about to bring Coral back, and we're about to get into the Apollo games, y'all. I cannot help myself. I love that transition so much. It's like ridiculous. I laugh every time I see it. Okay, so here's the question. And the question today is, wait, where did I put it? I know it's in here. I think I may have stuck it in the wrong spot. Hold on. The question today is what money. Yeah, I did put it in the wrong spot. Oh, no, wait. It's not there. Hold on, guys. Is what money am I about to reveal? And I definitely put it in here, but I don't see it downloaded into the computer. Okay, so how about this? What we're going to do is, Darius, I'm going to let you give everybody the message that you feel like you needed to come on here today to tell and share. And then I'm going to go get the game and I'll be right back. So I'll put you there. Boom.
Cool. So a message that I have for people at this particular time would be to do you, to take care of the things that you need to take care of. And if you have been focusing on other people, that's good and that's okay. Make sure that you're also caring for yourself. Put on your own mask so that you can help others put theirs on. Now, I'm not talking about the COVID mask. All right. No, I'm not talking about that. But, you know, everyone has their view on that. If you, whatever your view is, cool. I'm talking about if you're on an airplane and the masks fall from the ceiling, you got to put your own mask on first so that you can breathe and keep conscious. Because if you're trying to help someone else put their mask on before your own, you could pass out and not even be in a good ability to be able to help anyone at all. So by taking care of your own need first, then you're able to help others with theirs. As people that are, you know, we're doing our best to help people and serve others. It's our number one responsibility to be a model of that, the best way that we can, like the best example, and make sure that our own mask that we're taking care of and that we're able to be the best example that we could possibly be. We're not perfect. We're going to make mistakes. You know, it happens. And so just not feeling too guilty about it, not really beating ourselves up too much. And as I'm saying this to you, I'm also saying this to myself. So that would be the message that I have for people.
Thank you. Now here's the question for the day, as promised. What money am I about to reveal?
What kind of money am I about to reveal? Euros, reales, pounds, rupees. Put your comment in the comment section below now. If you got it right, notice what you felt.
So you had some options there, and it was really small letters, but it was euros, reales, pounds, and rupees. And everyone at home, and you guys have until the end of this music to tell me what you think it is. Okay, Darius, you're first. What do you think it is?
I think it's rupees.
And Cora, what do you think it is?
I thought it was rupees as well.
Rupees and rupees. Lori also says that she thinks it's rupees, and Nelsida thinks it's euros. Okay, so let's see what the answer is.
What kind of money am I about to reveal? Euros, reales, pounds, rupees. Put your comment in the comment section below now. If you got it right, notice what you felt. Reveal time! Did you say reales?
Oh, it was reales, but no, it's okay. There are no losers here in Divine Encounters. You have an opportunity to come back Wednesday night and try this again. Cora, I'm going to pop you back in the room. We're going to see you in a bit. All right, everyone. Thank you for being here. This is Darius with his Divine Encounter Supernatural Storytime story. Darius, please let everybody know where they can get a hold of you, por favor.
So you can get a hold of me on Facebook, Instagram. So on Instagram, it's going to be Divine Numerology 1515. On Facebook, it's going to be Darius Oliver. And then I have a numerology class that I'm going to be teaching on Zoom. That class is going to be it's going to start on May 23rd. And it's going to be a 5-week course, all on Zoom. Each class is $60. And for those that purchase all 5 classes at once, there is a bonus class on tarot and numerology.
Awesome.
And so if you guys are interested in that, message me on Facebook, message me on Instagram, DM me, and I'll be able to get a hold of you.
All right.
And one last thing.
Yes.
So with the rupees, I gotta comment on that. So I got the rupees. So that's why this stuff is good, because we're developing our psychic abilities.
Exactly.
So thanks for that experience.
All right. I'm going to pop you in the green room. Thank you for being here. And just hold on 1 second. And everybody at home, don't worry, we're not done yet. We still have to bring you the midweek collective energy check-in. And of course, our winner for the week is getting her personal angel reading. And if you want one, all you have to do is share. And on the note of classes, you guys saw I put an announcement out May 22nd. I'm taking 15 students, and I'm going to teach you how to connect to your angels and develop your intuitive abilities. 1-day class, message me, 15 seats available. And I think there's actually about 11 left. All right. Without further ado, the midweek collective energy check-in.
There is a button. It's a very sexy button. It says subscribe on it. I wish I could click on it, but YouTube won't let me.
All right, ladies and gents, coming into the midweek collective energy check-in, we're going to see what you need to know, how you can grow, and what you need to let go. So coming up first, we have the soul identity and what we need to know. The number 9 is surrounded by this. And of course, Darius, what's the number 9, please, for the folks at home? 9
is wisdom and integrity.
Okay, goodbye. Wisdom and integrity here. With the number 9, also, I feel this is about dreams coming into fulfillment and taking those steps and actions forward. I feel like with the soul identity card, considering what the good news was today, is about identifying what your soul's needs are here. And the little Q word here is family. And earlier we talked about that divine mother aspect. So where do you need to embody this within yourself, because it is a part of your soul identity, regardless if you had a mother or if you're adopted or you didn't have a mother or how they treated you. Every one of us can identify with that maternal mother energy that's being presented to us today. And this is saying, hold that inner vision, hold that space in your heart, have that energy come into you, into your third eye, into your heart space. Hold the clear vision for your life and nurture it, mother it, give energy to it, cater to it, love it. You see this beautiful essence of this woman who's been given her wings. Her wings are opening, yet she still has faith in something that is greater than her to allow her to see what she cannot see at this time. And what we need to let go is nothing yet is set in stone. And that's the mutable moon card. That means there's always room for change, always room for improvement. If we're in a place right now where things feel arduous, or they are not, or they're feeling tumultuous, and we've gone through a really difficult time, that just means very hard in nice fancy words. And if you're going through it, this is basically saying nothing is permanent. Everything is cyclical. And even in this moment, when you feel like you're down, speak expectantly, nurture yourself, surrender what you have, what you naturally have, to that force that is greater than you, because that supernatural force is what's going to make it happen for you. So recognize that you have a limited capacity for creation, and then surrender as the universe assists you. The animal for the week for us, oh, go figure. We have Cobra. This is shifting and releasing our burdens, and also a transformation. So if we nurture ourselves and nurture our abilities and our passion and our relationships, we're going to go through a transformation, because it's a consequence of growth, shedding the old and stepping into our new power. What the angels want us to know is, actually, I can't see that because I'm blind. Queen of Earth, thoughtful, creative, warm, and sensible. Queen of Earth, that's a mother energy. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in any kind of understanding manner. So here again, we're being presented with that mother energy. Be warm, be sensible, tap into your nurturing self. Make time for the things that you want, and the things that you don't want any more of in your life, don't allow it in. Let's say I don't want to do any love readings, so I actually pass them along because they don't bring me joy. And what happens is now I get to do more mediumship readings because those are what bring me joy. So stop doing what doesn't bring you joy, so that way the universe can bring you exactly what you desire. Your blessing for the week is Angel Raphael, and he's blessing the collective with opportunity, and that can come in any way. Just claim it into your energy field right now. The angels want to help you, but you have to allow them because of free will. So you have to let them know you're willing and able. And Angel Daniel blessing us with more maternal energy with the kindness card here. So make sure you're claiming this into your field because the angels definitely want to assist you, and may this serve you. Let's bring our guests back onto the screen here. Darius, do you have a minute or so thought based around what the collective message is for today, or anything you want to add?
Well, I think that the Cobra was very interesting. Cobra is also associated with healers. It's when, so right away, first thing that came to my mind when the Cobra came up was this nakshatra in the zodiac. It's called Ashlesha. It's the 9th. And then you had shown, I'm just straightening up the camera. You shown the number 9, you know, and it's related to wisdom and integrity. And then the Cobra pops up, and the 9th nakshatra is Ashlesha. That's in, it's in the Cancer sign. And so that deals with healers. It deals with you, because cobras have the venom. And a part of the venom, it's going to contain the antidote, the healing. So what they do is it symbolizes either putting a medicine inside of someone or extracting a poison out. So that's what that kind of symbolism is, which is really appropriate for the type of reading you just did.
Definitely. Plus, especially since nothing is permanent.
Yes.
Thank you for that, friend. All right. This is the girl of the hour, Miss Coral. Thank you for being here. You are the winner of this week's show. And if you want a personal, private, or not really private, because this is not private, girl. But if you want a personal reading from me, all you have to do is share this feed. I'm giving you guys some lax here. Share this feed one time and comment one person's name below. So you got to do 2 steps, and you will be entered automatically to next week's drawing. And mind you, I live stream every Sunday and Wednesday nights. So you have an opportunity Sunday to get your full horoscopes reading. Okay, Miss Cora, are you ready? Are you ready? All right. So we're starting you off here with the moon card, more mother energy, shock and awe. Everyone pause, hold your breath. And we have moon phases with the Pisces energy here. This is all about your emotional states. We're going to go ahead and zoom in on this card for you. These emotional states, watery states. This is about mystery, instinct, and discovery. The moon card also symbolizes fears or things that are unseen, that bring us uncertainty or doubt that we could be holding inside of ourselves and moving forward. This is what you need to know, how you can grow from this. Ooh, look at that. Talking about mothering. So this topic is all, in relation to today. Nothing is coincidence, of course. We have the child. So how can you mother yourself is what this card is about. How can you treat yourself like a child, but also not just in the nurturing sense, but how can you look at life with eyes of a child in the form of curiosity and understanding and wanting to grow? Kids ask so many questions because they want to grow. They're like sponges. So this is asking you to become a sponge in your own life and look at your life and see where you can grow. Open your eyes to possibility and innocence and what you need to let go. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. So I want to tell you, let go of the fear, let go of the doubt. It is coming. It is coming. It is formulating. We see here with this moon. It is a new moon in Taurus, which is interesting because we're now in Taurus season. So this could actually be a timestamp for you as well, because we're in Taurus season, right? And it's very small. This is a very small sliver. So it's like it's on its way, but it's not yet full. You know what I mean? It is just on its way. It's in the very beginning phases is what I want to say to you here. So let go of any fears. Let go of any fears, let go of any worries, and let it go of any insecurities. Speak expectantly, acknowledge that the universe is supporting you all the time, and recognize that it's on its way. So you got to keep that in your heart. It is on its way. You have the ray here, which is counter malicious talk by casting it's important from your mind. So the gossipers, the naysayers, the people who say, Coral, you can't, you shouldn't, XYZ. This is saying you need to purge that from your mind, because this is feeding those fears that are doubts, insecurities, or shortcomings, limited beliefs inside of you that is being fed by this energy. Does that make sense to you, dear? Okay, great. And then we're going to have this angel card. Angel Sandalphon is blessing you with unity. Let me see that, because again, girls blind. Traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organization, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. And we look at this, there's actually religions from all, I don't know if you guys can see that. There's different religion in each of these little bubbles here. So kind of like Darius's story, it's like all of a sudden I was presented with a plethora of options, a plethora of tools, a plethora of support that I could choose from, that I can put in my own toolbox and as my own resource that I can now use to expand my life and move forward. Unity. You're creating this in the universe and it's coming to you. You don't have to go outward seeking it. It is coming to you and it's on its way. That number 5 energy there of change. And then let's see what your angel blessing is. You have Angel Raphael blessing you with divinity and Angel Sarah blessing you with action. So this is you stepping into your full power and being given the blessing to know when to take action. And I hope this serves you. You have any, you have like a minute thought on this, my dear?
It sure does. I feel like every single card hit a different part of my life, especially the child card, because I am a teacher and I work with children, toddlers every day, and so they are sponges, and I am very childlike, and I have to see the world through their eyes daily, and so that gives me kind of a better insight of whenever I go outside of work to still look through that lens. And a lot of things about change. I've had a lot of change in my life recently, and there are things that I'm still wanting to change, working on and progressing. And I feel like the Moonology card was really correct as well, because I've been just working on so many things, but I feel like it's not quite there yet.
It's not quite there, but it's on its way, and that's what we need to recognize, right? We don't know how it's coming. We don't know what it looks like. We don't know what's arriving, but guess what? I'm going to keep my mailbox open, uncluttered. It's going to be empty because I don't know the size of the package. I don't know the size of the blessing, but I know that it's coming. The same way I ordered it on Amazon and I clicked Prime, I'm not going to be standing next to that mailbox, but I know it's coming, all right?
I just got chills when you said that.
That's right, girl. Let that energy flow through you. And just real quick, thank you everybody for being here today at home. We're here to create divine experiences to strengthen and cultivate awareness in your life, build your intuition, clear you, and get you back in alignment, and so that you can become everybody who you're meant to be. And thank you to my guests. Make sure you guys are sharing this, because you're not just sharing a feed, you're sharing a blessing. And to you guys at home, surrender yourself to the supernatural, to that which is greater than you. I don't care what label you want to label it. But the fact of the matter is that there are supporters behind the scene, always assisting you, elevating you, and wanting you to succeed. And I also want you to succeed. I know your prosperity is coming right ahead. All you guys have to do is claim these blessings into your life. The angels want to continue to assist and support you and love you. And for me, above all else, I hope that you all go in love, light, and wisdom today, to know thyself, to love thyself, but most importantly, to remember that divine always has your back. And if you have a divine experience, please email me at divineencounters@e360tv.com and join us for the Sunday night feed, where we bring your horoscopes into alignment for you here. Ciao, everybody.
Divine encounters.